Okay, let's just jump right in. A lot of people see the SAT math section and just brace for impact, right? They expect all these crazy calculations. But for data analysis, I want you to completely reframe how you're thinking about it. This isn't just a test, it's a game. And today, we're going to give you the game plan to win.
So, what's the secret to cracking this game? It really boils down to this one core idea. The SAT isn't trying to find out if you're a human calculator. It wants to know if you can look at information, understand it, and make a decision. Skills you actually use in the real world.
And that's the big question, isn't it? How do you win? Well, it's not about memorizing 100 different formulas. It's about mastering just a handful of key plays and learning how to spot the SAT's favorite tricks from a mile away. Every great player has to master the fundamentals first. And in the SAT data game, that means knowing your core statistical toolkit inside and out. We're talking about 4 essential plays: mean, median, mode, and range. Let's break them down. First up, we've got the mean, which, let's be honest, you just call it the average. It's super straightforward. Add all the numbers up, then divide by how many numbers there are. Simple enough, right? Well, that's exactly where the SAT sets its first trap. And here it is. This is a classic move. They'll tell you the average of, say, 5 test scores, and then ask what the new average is after a 6th test gets added. The trap is so simple. People forget to change the number they divide by from 5 to 6. It's a tiny detail, but it's everything. Don't fall for it. Next up is the median. To find it, all you do is line up your numbers from smallest to biggest and pick the one that's sitting smack dab in the middle. If you happen to have an even number of values, no sweat. Just take the 2 middle ones and find their average. The median is the true center. And this right here, this is the SAT's absolute favorite matchup: mean versus median. Think about it like this. You have 5 salaries. 4 of them are around $50,000, but one person is making $5 million. That one huge number, that outlier, is going to drag the mean way, way up. But the median, it just sits there, right in the middle, completely unbothered. The SAT loves to see if you know which one is telling the real story. Then there's the mode. This one is probably the easiest of the bunch. It's just the number that shows up the most often in a list. If one number appears 3 times and everything else only shows up once, that number is your mode. Simple as that. So here's the crucial thing to realize. Questions about the mode are rarely about your math skills. They're about your focus. The test makers will give you this huge table or a long string of numbers, and they're basically betting that you'll rush through it and miscount. The trap isn't in the calculation, it's in your attention to detail. And finally, we have the range. This one is all about measuring the spread of your data. You just find the biggest value in the set, find the smallest value, and subtract them. That's it. It just tells you how far apart your data points are from top to bottom. But you gotta watch out for this move. The SAT probably won't just ask for the range of one set of numbers. They'll give you 2, like Class A's test scores and Class B's test scores, and ask which class had a wider range of scores. It's just 2 simple calculations and 1 comparison, but it's designed to test if you're following the steps carefully. All right, so now you know the basic moves. Let's talk about the game board. On the SAT, the game board is all the charts, tables, and graphs they throw at you. You have to be able to read the field to know which play to make.
and they're going to throw a lot at you. You'll see tables, bar graphs, line graphs showing you how things change over time. Even stuff like box plots. The goal isn't to become a data visualization expert. It's just to know how to quickly read what the picture is trying to tell you. So, what's the number one hack for any chart or graph on this test? It's this simple 3-step process. Before you even glance at the data itself, you do this. 1. Scan the title and the labels on the axes. 2. Check the units. Are we talking about dollars or thousands of dollars? And 3. Note the scale. Is it going up by ones, tens, or hundreds? Seriously, this is where the SAT hides its sneakiest traps.
Okay, you've got the basics down, you can read the board, now it's time for the advanced plays. This is the stuff that really separates a good score from a great one. Let's talk probability and trends.
Probability sounds super intimidating, but on the SAT, it's almost always just a fraction in disguise. The number on top is what you want to happen. The number on the bottom is every single possible thing that could happen. That's really it. Don't let the word probability psych you out. You're also going to see questions about percent change. The formula is pretty easy. It's the new value minus the old one divided by the, and this is the important part, the original value. I'm really emphasizing original because that's the trap. They love asking you to compare the growth of two companies, hoping you'll accidentally divide by the wrong starting number. Now let's put this all together with a concept we touched on earlier, outliers. Just take a look at this list of numbers